Morning YouTube, it's your favorite Steelers family. I am Duck, and to my right, we're working on you seeing them soon. I have
Juice.
And today we are going to be talking about, unfortunately, our Week 4 bye that came out of nowhere. And Juice put together a little tier list of the quarterbacks. So I'm going to see that, and so will you.
So, if you didn't know why the game got postponed, the Tennessee Titans had 10 positives for COVID-19. So, our game is pushed back until Week 7. And I think it's totally unfair that the Chiefs and Patriots get to play this week, even though they got COVID-19. And I think it's, for us, it's really just a big bummer. But, yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, you could tell who the NFL favorites are. Patriots. But anyways, it does suck having an early bye, especially when you're anticipating a later one. But in 2005, the Steelers had a Week 4 bye. After the bye, they played a football game for 17 straight weeks and went on to win the Super Bowl. So it is possible.
Yeah, that was Ben's very first Super Bowl season. And we also had Week 4 and early byes before. And we still made it to the playoffs those years. So it's not the end of the world.
This means that our next football game is going to be against the Philadelphia Eagles, which will have an extra week to prepare. I don't know if we'll need it because right now they're 0-2-1. Hopefully, they lose again today.
Yeah, they're not looking too hot either. Their defense isn't good, and Carson Wentz likes to scramble outside of the pocket. And our defense is the number one when it comes to sacks.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about going against the Eagles, but we tend to play down to our competition, so it may be a close game, closer than it should be. But right now we're going to take a look at Juice's quarterback list. Mind you, I did not see this, so this is going to be my reaction to it. I'll put it on the screen right now.
So we're going to go from below tier to average to good to great to elite. Starting off with Kirk Cousins in below average. Stephon Diggs not being there is really hurting him. So next we have Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, Matthew Stafford, and Mr. Trubisky. He got benched, and he wasn't looking too hot.
Now, I agree with most of the below average here. I mean, Kirk Cousins does have the potential to be higher, but you're right. Stephon Diggs not being there really hurts him. I don't agree with Matthew Stafford. He should at least be average. Josh Rosen, I feel bad for. That kid never really had a chance to shine.
So I have a lot in the average tier, so I'm only going to name a few. So I have Teddy Bridgewater, Andy Dalton, Matt Ryan, Gardner Minshew, and Marcus Mariota. So I think Joe Burrow should be in the average tier because he's not really doing too well in the NFL, let's be honest here. Everybody thought he was going to be the person to save the Bengals. He's not really doing that. He's 0-2-1. And the hit, he got hit really hard. Can I just say, welcome to the NFL, put a bar?
Now, a lot of these guys that are in the average tiers, they're backups right now. I mean, Andy Dalton, backup. We got Taysom Hill, who's a backup, but I can see why he's in the average tier. Jameis Winston, Mr. Pick Six himself, backup. Joe Flacco, I mean, how do you not have him in an elite tier? You can't spell elite without Joe Flacco.
What?
Just kidding, by the way. Carson Wentz, I could see him being in an average tier. Matt Ryan also. I feel bad for Drew Lock because, we put a hurt on him. But I'm kind of upset about having Fitzmagic in the average tier. He should at least be good.
Speaking of good, that's the category we're moving on to now. I have Thomas, Brady, Deshaun Watt, Dak Prescott, Cam Newton, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, and Ryan Tannehill. So I'm going to say I put Tom Brady in there because he's not at his prime. He's not with the same team, obviously, but he's still looking good. Dak Prescott isn't looking too good, but he's looking good. And same thing with Cam Newton.
Now, I disagree. I think Deshaun Watson should be great. He's just on a bad team. Dak Prescott, I believe he's the passing yards leader right now, so he's looking pretty good, man. Cam Newton, T's and P's to him. He has COVID-19. Jared Goff, see, I disagree totally. I think he's overrated. He is definitely in an average tier, if not maybe in a below average tier. Fight me. Kyler Murray, he's looking real good. And then Ryan Tannehill, yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. You're the reason why we're not playing this week.
Yeah, thanks, bud. Okay, so we're moving on to the great tier. We have Josh Allen, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Big Ben, and Jimmy G. Fight me if you don't agree. So I have Josh Allen because he looks like he's doing really good. He has Stephon Diggs, thanks to Minnesota. And Ben, who's coming off of an injury, he looks amazing.
Now, Bills Mafia may be upset with me, but Josh Allen is not great. He does not belong in the same category as A-Rod and Big Ben. Drew Brees, if we're going just off this year, it's not looking too hot for him either. A-Rod, great, borderline elite. Big Ben, great. Jimmy G, Mr. Handoff, I really want to know why he's in the great tier.
Okay, that's the thing. We're not going off of this year. We're going off of last year. He did amazing. He brought his team to the Super Bowl. How can you not put him in the great tier? He's not elite, but how can you not put him in the great tier off of last year?
Well, if we're going off of last year, then Big Ben shouldn't even be on this list then.
I mean, that's true, but I don't know what to say about that.
Got him! Got him!
Okay, Mr. Know-It-All, how do you agree with my elite tier? I have Lamar Jackson. He's not looking in his prime, but he's still elite. He can still run the ball. He might transfer to running back, is what I think, and might transfer back to quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP. He's looking really good. And Russell Wilson, he knows how to put the ball where it needs to be.
Now, I don't know about Lamar Jackson being elite. Great, yes. Elite, no. Running back, yes. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, you nailed that one. He is elite, and it's scary because he's so early in his career. And I can see the Chiefs winning at least 4 or 5 more Super Bowls by the time this kid retires, which really sucks for us because they're in the AFC. Now, Russell Wilson, I'm not the biggest Seahawks fan, but Russell Wilson is elite. If it was not for Russell, that team would not be where it's at right now. He seriously drops dimes.
So guys, comment down below if you agree or disagree, and I'll tell you if you're wrong. Just kidding, I'm here for your opinion.
Now, the real misjustice there is that you don't have the GOAT, Nathan Peterman, in the elite tier. Heck, you don't even have him on this tier list. Somebody fire this guy.
So guys, we said if you got the score prediction right on the dot for the Titans game, we would send you the terrible towel. But our game got postponed, so drop your comments right now. What do you think the score is going to be between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh?
We'll try to do a Steelers-Eagles video later in the week. Make sure that you drop it down if you want a terrible towel. Also, in the description, we will link the tier list maker so you can make your own tier list and let us know who's in an elite tier for you.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, comment, and share the video with your friends and family.
We have been Steal the Game.
We out.
Here we go, Steelers.